Last time on Hunter's Haven, trick or treat, fight or flee.
Our first character I'm going to introduce is Alex. Alex is a religious youth who embodies a heroic spirit. They believe that they have been chosen to protect the innocent and champion the cause of good against any malevolent forces that may threaten their friends.
I'm Bible Man. And no one knows who Bible Man is.
Is that because that's the only costume your parents would let you have?
Yes. like he wanted to be a superhero. Like he likes comics, but he has to like secretly read them. Yeah, I've got the plastic armor, the cheap plastic shield, everything, and the cheap Bible Man lightsaber.
So we're gonna come next to our second character, and that's gonna be Maya. Now, Maya is a quirky and surprisingly knowledgeable friend with an uncanny affinity for anything supernatural. Her mind is brimming with tales of strange occurrences, both legendary and bizarre, making her an essential guide through tonight's adventures. So Maya, tell us about yourself.
You know Kim Possible?
Yes.
I was going to be Rufus. I am Rufus because my group of who I think are really great friends, they're all like, Kim Possible and Ron. And I got wrapped into being the naked mole rat.
We're going to James. Now, James is a dedicated horror movie buff whose encyclopedic knowledge of folklore and monster hunting weapons him with useful insights and strategies for overcoming whatever challenges lie ahead.
So James Rodriguez is a mall goth.
And he talks like this, and his costume that he's wearing this Halloween is the Crow from the movie The Crow.
He loves horror because James has a lot of punk songs he's going to be referencing throughout this. So
our last character, but this is Ella. Ella is a self-proclaimed skeptic who craves a typical Halloween filled with candy and fun. Her grounded nature might provide balance to the chaos, but she also finds herself questioning everything that happens around them. So
she's the straight man of the group.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine Ella as like a really kind of whiny, kind of like Arnold from Magic School Bus. And in that same vein, she is in a Miss Frizzle costume.
So the setting is, you're a regular suburban town during Halloween night. Shadows loom larger than life, and every corner beckons with the promise of adventure. So as the sun dips below the horizon, the scent of fallen leaves mixes with the crisp, chill air of October that dances playfully along the streets. The vibrant hues of jack-o'-lanterns flicker into life, painting the darkening world in glowing shades of orange and yellow. You and your friends, clad in ghostly costumes, excitement bubbling within you, set out for your night of trick-or-treating. This year, however, feels peculiar. Is it that you are each a year older? Finding yourself closer to being too cool for trick-or-treating? Is it the extra tales whispered among children and adults about a local legend of a haunted house? Is it the local troublemaker, the local busybody, Ms. Douglas, who is a not quite octogenarian, but you have no idea how old, she's just old, that tells everyone that, trick-or-treating is getting more dangerous. Every time you hear about it, she has a different story about something bad that happened to somebody. And to her, every time she talks to your parents, it seems like she's saying, well, maybe we should just tone it down this year. So as you go out there, you notice a lot of houses are dark. They don't have their porch light on. They don't have any decorations. They've kind of stepped back from the tradition this year. You'll notice that while there's other kids out, there's not as many as you would think. So in front of you, you're going to see, let's call it a quarter of the house is lit in these houses. And then at the end of the street, you're going to see a weathered looking house. We'll get to more details of that after we kind of play around a little bit. But the first thing I want you to do is, decide for yourselves what happens next. You are standing where you've decided to meet at the end of this street called a cul-de-sac. I don't know. And there are, out of 12 houses, there are 4 houses.
How many kids in costumes do we see?
At the moment, it seems like the cul-de-sac has been cleared out. It's kind of like as you were turning to come into this cul-de-sac, the chaperoned group of little kids is going the opposite direction. They pass you leaving, and you don't know any of them, so you haven't really. You didn't hear them talking about anything.
So basically we're the last ones there and we're going to get the rest of the candy from these houses.
That would be what you would assume. You'll have to make a decision to go to these 4 houses. Now you'll notice 4 players, 4 houses, maybe some deductive reasoning here. I'll let you decide what happens with that, though.
James, you said this is the busiest part of town.
Yeah, well, I just moved here, so I don't know why you listen to me at all.
Because you go every year, you said.
Well, yeah, in a different neighborhood.
You said cul-de-sacs are the sweet spot of the suburbia.
Okay, well, yeah, that's true. They are. They are usually. So I'm kind of surprised. I'm as surprised as you. This all has something to do with that Mrs. Douglas chick.
I've been looking forward to this for 3 months, James.
Well, hey, the little bit that we've
I've
done
been
so
telling
far.
Ella all about Halloween. She was so excited. Look at her costume.
I really like the baby roasts that I got in here. If you guys don't want your baby roasts, I'll have them.
Yeah, you can have my.
I don't want my baby roast, so you can have them, Ella.
thank you.
I need to make room for to get my hand in here to get my eggs.
I need 3 musketeers. Do you have 3 musketeers?
I'll trade you 3 musketeers, but I'm gonna need a Reese's.
I'm not giving you my Reese's.
I got a Reese's.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We're family.
Yeah. This
Anything
is the
to
best
keep you
Halloween
happy.
ever.
Okay, so here's the plan. Okay, so there's an unspoken rule for you guys that don't Halloween very often, right? So if the light's on and they give you candy, that's good. But it's a trick or a treat. So if they give you the treat, awesome. If they don't, then they get a trick. So all these houses with no lights on, bam. And he pulls out a carton of eggs from his plastic pumpkin bucket.
We're gonna give them eggs. Isn't that like an Easter thing?
Well, that's a fair point, but they're not hard boiled.
So what are you gonna do with the eggs?
And he looks both ways and he leans in close. He says, "We're gonna throw them at the houses."
Well, that seems immoral.
That's gonna make a mess.
It is gonna make a mess. See, you get it, Ella.
Who's gonna clean up the mess?
I don't know, them probably. Not us. And he takes one of the eggs and he just hucks it. I don't imagine he has a very good capability when it comes to anything physical, and it probably
Just to be clear, you're still standing at the end of the street.
I know. He just hucks it and it just goes like 5-10 feet
Were
into
you
the
aiming
sidewalk.
for like the first house, or were you like 4 houses down?
It like lands in their yard softly in the grass and just rolls. It doesn't even break. It's just
It's laying there.
Ella just walks over and picks it up. Just like,
Wow.
that's.
yeah. Just throw it. Throw it at the house.
But I don't want to make a mess.
Fine,
Yeah,
give it back.
He just gingerly places it back in your.
Thank you. All right,
He's
I'll
just
do it.
gonna
And I
throw
start
it
walking
again.
toward. I was gonna say I start walking towards one of the dim,
this what they-
unlit houses.
James, is this what they normally do on Halloween?
Yeah, this is like I said. It's the proverbial unspoken rule.
Is this true, Maya?
For some of the people.
Well, if you say so.
All right, so as you're debating this, you see someone in one of the dark houses kind of open the door and say, "Hey, what are you doing?
Trick or treating. What are you doing?
What's that in your hands?"
It's
Cranberry
Reese's.
eggs.
Butterscotch, sir.
It's a baby roast.
Why did we all say different candies? Do you know how fake that sounds?
It's fake. It's what
I
we
have a
got.
baby roast.
He was asking about what's in my hand, and we all said different
Why are you
candies.
showing him?
I'm not. I'm trying not to.
This guy who's just, your average suburban dad just listening to this. I'd like, if you're, any Dungeons and Daddies listeners in the neighborhood, you can figure who I'm talking about. It's not that dark. I can see you're holding eggs.
What?
We're raising baby chicks.
Alex, is that you?
It's part of it.
It's
Yeah.
so funny.
Alex, what
Hey,
are you?
sir.
Are you kids going around egging houses?
No.
Do I need to call your father?
I'm spreading the word of the Lord. I'm Bible man.
If I have an egg on my house, I'm calling your dad, Alex.
Yes, sir, Mr. Gunderson, sir.
And I salute him with my saber.
Well,
All right.
that was pretty good cover.
And you know what? I talked to all my neighbors, so if I see any eggs, I'm also calling your dad again.
Wow, word spreads fast on Halloween.
I actually am probably going to have a conversation at church with them about why you're out here trick-or-treating.
I
We compromised, Mr. Gunderson.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that the Lord compromised. He slams his door.
That was close.
So you need to decide. There will be repercussions for Alex if you choose to throw.
I would hope you don't throw those eggs. I
All right, I'll hold on to the eggs for now. We'll get to a different cul-de-sac.
Save it for a different. Yeah.
Remember, you have 12 eggs.
All right, I've got 12
Just
eggs.
think about it though, James. He's got Hoa on his side. We don't mess with Hoa.
The what? Hoa? What is that?
Isn't that the thing that runs the cul-de-sac?
Hoa. I've never heard of that before.
I don't know. It's like homeowners or something.
The homeowners association.
The homeowners association.
Oh, that's what it stood for? Oh, I just thought it was
What
like
are they,
home-owned anonymous or something like that.
The tribunal.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
100% with you guys. I thought this was some super Christian thing. And like,
you didn't know it
I don't
was.
know. It's like a shortening of Jehovah. I don't know.
We don't mess with Hova.
I'm like, is that like?
It's slang
Is
for
that
Jehovah.
God's gay name? Like, I don't even.
I'm part of God's game.
Skibbity.
All right, guys.
All right, so
have
again, just to recap, just to keep it on the rails.
So.
4 houses, 4 kids. Do you each want to go hit up a house really quick and get some candy?
Yeah.
You know, it's getting.
Hey,
you know,
let's do it with a nice young.
Yeah.
Hit 'em up.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to that one. You go to that one. You go to that one.
We're
you go to
splitting
that one.
up.
Tell him you need 4 kids worth of candy.
Tell you what, you
If
can
we're
do
already
these.
lying,
You can do these together, and just
Oh.
one person can be like the lead on each, or
okay.
you can do them separately, and we'll go through one by one.
Let's
It
do
doesn't-
them together, and
Oh,
just
I
one
was
kid's
gonna
got
say-
the lead.
Well, I was
Okay.
gonna say we split up, and then think about it. You say, "Hey, I've got friends, but they're not here right now," and then you get 4 kids worth of candy. Then I show up their house, and I say I've got friends.
I don't like being dishonest. And stealing
Fine. All right,
people's
we'll go
candy.
together.
Besides, I mean, Maya already said we'll probably get the rest of the candy because we're the last kids of the night. Look at this place. It's a ghost land.
That's not a bad point.
And that was a Halloween pun.
Yeah.
All right, so
All right, which house do you want to go to first?
Let's go to Mr. Black's house.
All right, sounds good. You lead the way because I don't know who that is. I just moved.
Oh, he's the pallbearer at church.
Right
There's
on.
usually more than one of those.
They usually have 6.
This guy just huge, just carries the coffin by
just-
himself.
Whoa, this guy must be
Oh,
jacked.
he also does offerings.
Okay.
I feel like you should have led with that one.
I messed up. I mixed up the two.
Is he involved with the body and the blood?
Yes, sir. Occasionally, when the pastor's out. Anyways, I'm gonna walk up to his place and knock on the door.
All right, he opens the door.
Greetings, Mr. Black. Oh, sorry, trick or treat.
Hello. I suppose I need to give you some candy, young sir.
We greatly appreciate
I
it.
will say I'm very impressed with your godly costume.
Oh,
We do not see enough of that these days,
Thank
in
you.
my opinion.
Thank you.
So he's going to hold out the bucket, and I'm gonna on your character sheet. I'm gonna have you roll, and we're just gonna do a simple one. I'm gonna have you roll just a simple investigate. Yeah, so that's sharp. There's just one. Just if you're the lead on this, it's just gonna be your roll. So roll 2d6.
Oh, that is a shame because I
Just
rolled
to
a
make
12.
sure that he doesn't
What am I
have
at?
razor blades in
2d6.
there.
So one. So you rolled both plus sharp,
Oh,
and we're just gonna decide what's
That'd be a
It's a
dark
7.
take on a
so
PG.
7 total,
Yeah.
including your plus.
I got
Okay,
12.
so with 7, you're going to be able to. There's a limited amount of candy in there. You got some butterscotches. You got some of those strawberry twist candies.
ooh.
You got some knockoff Reese's that are, I don't know, shaped like a Christmas tree. They're obviously from,
They're just old Reese's.
yeah, they're obviously
Holy crap,
from.
that's a long way
yeah,
away too.
this guy is not probably the popular house.
Is there? So there's not enough for all of us,
No.
or it's
And then at the bottom of it, you're gonna see what looks like just an old fishing net. Like, this is obviously just a bucket he grabbed out of his garage and tossed some candy in. So if you decide to, you can grab a fishing net and probably nothing fancy, just like a mesh net, 6 by 6 foot wide, 6 foot. Just been sitting in the bottom of a plastic bucket.
We could just take the net.
I don't know. Is he gonna stop you?
Oh, sure.
Reach in, grab the stuff. He's facing away from you, holding out a bucket. What do you grab?
The candy. I don't. Which
You
one?
Grab a handful of all of it.
I grab a couple strawberry things and toss them into my
Strawberry.
Yeah, you said the strawberry wrap things.
Red vines or
No.
It's like it looks like
the little
it's like a red
strawberry
thing with
That
like a
nobody
green
knows where
top.
they
It's
come
the
from.
old people
Oh,
candy.
Yeah. This is the old people candy he's handing out.
Yes, his man is.
So I take some strawberry things and I put them into my my bag of truth.
I'm 100% taking that.
You have any Werther's Originals?
That's such a good candy for Ella.
Reese's, those are good
Weren't
too.
those butterscotch? That's kind of what I meant by
Oh,
butterscotch.
yeah, those are
Yes,
butterscotch.
yes.
Oh, score! Werther's Originals.
You can have mine, Ella.
So
Wonderful. The Christmas trees. Thanks, Mr. Black.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Black.
okay, so just to be recap, you now have a net, and the rest of you have some mediocre candy. Mediocre at best.
Says
Dusty
you.
first.
Werther's Originals. That's the best candy I've gotten all night.
So
The house
as
number 2.
As I walk away, I say, "Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great."
Is that a Fallout Boy reference?
As a follow-up reference.
Mhm.
I wanted to end it with this candy tastes like you only, but that sounds weird. That starts to get weird.
all right, so you have completed this one. You have received some candy, and maybe more importantly, who knows, a plastic net.
That's true.
Who's taking the lead on the next house? I only
I'll
know
do
a
it.
few more of the houses here, but they're all lights out.
I'll
I guess they view this holiday as a sin against God.
Yeah, it's the best holiday ever.
Well, I don't like it when you say stuff like that, James.
Here's the thing. It wouldn't have sounded as bad if I didn't have to follow up what you said before that. If I had just said it's like the best holiday ever,
Yeah,
completely raw.
That's true.
That would've been-
Context does not wonders.
But I blame you on that one.
All right, so did you say James is
Surprised
taking
your
the lead
parents
on this
didn't
one?
make
Yeah,
you
James
smart
is taking
guy
the lead
either,
on
'cause
this.
it's
So James, you go up to a nice picket fence. Do your whole thing.
All right, I push it through the picket fence. I look at the mailbox. What is the name on the mailbox?
It just says Daughtry.
Daughtry. The Dog Tree family. I push open the fence and I stride confidently up, but I'm like doing
Hopefully they don't
I'm
have
like
dog
crouched
treats.
a little bit because I'm trying to do my like crow impersonation, like being stealthy, and I sneak up to the porch. Do they by chance have a bucket of candy sitting out?
Ooh, they actually do.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna have you, since you rolled with that, you don't have to do any of the other stuff. Since you snuck up. I'm actually gonna have you, just get it. I'm not gonna make you do anything else. There's not a lot of physicals that kind of fit with this. So inside of this bucket, you're gonna see it's actually. So have you ever seen those clear plastic travel bags?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually just
no.
a collection of self-care things. Inside there's a plastic travel toothbrush, and in each one there's a little plastic toothbrush. There is a little pack of.
He's the dentist.
Yeah, he's the dentist
guy.
He's Dr. Daughtry. So inside of it, it's almost like a little like vacation care pack, right? You have travel toothpaste, you have a toothbrush, one of those little folding ones, you have little pack of sunscreen, and you have a disposable camera.
Ooh, really?
Yep.
That's actually
one of
not
those
that
like cheapo.
Yeah, like a Kodak.
Yeah, with a flash and everything. So you have access to anything your heart can desire from that.
Perfect. Wait, those are each different or in one pack?
That's just
of
one
each
little.
of-
It's a little. Those little travel bags.
Yeah.
They're just packed in there. There's a camera, little toothbrush. Just like you're going on vacation. Here's some things to make your vacation better.
Daughtry makes the money.
And the toothbrush is branded with Daughtry.
Right. No, that's weird. But yeah, that makes sense.
No, like his name. Like it's the actual doctor on his name across the brush.
Like he got custom toothbrushes.
Yeah.
I take one and I look over at the rest of the. Have you guys come up to the thing? Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah.
I'm just hiding in the shadows for
walking
no reason.
normally.
I see the sunscreen on it and I go,
This will be perfect for my pale skin, my pale vampire skin.
Do you pick up the camera?
not yet.
Oh, okay.
So did you actually take
I
it
took
out
a
of the
pack,
pack?
yeah.
Okay. So you took a pack. Do the rest of you guys want to take a pack with you? You take one, or you just kind of like.
I walk over
I
to
mean, free camera, absolutely.
Yeah,
Free
Oh,
camera, yeah.
I see the camera. I go, oh, picture that with a Kodak. Is that punk enough for you?
I don't get that reference.
It's Pitbull.
It's Pitbull.
Pitbull wouldn't be out by this point. Actually, I don't know if it's like late 2000s.
Like me and Ella said it's Pitbull at the same time. Like
So yeah, no, he has no idea.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Pitbull's like my favorite artist.
He's like the best rapper I know.
You guys are posers.
What rappers does your character know? I would
Pitbull?
actually.
Pitbull, that's it.
Why would
He's
your
my
parents let
favorite.
you
Toby
listen
Mac.
to rap?
Oh, this is like Fedora Toby Mac
It's
era.
Fedora.
It's
But
Some
he,
DC
he just
talk.
made some Jesus freak.
Yeah,
bump to that.
like Extreme Days. Really gets the heart pumping.
It was a good song. I won't deny it.
Anyways, when I take my to-go pack, and I don't know why I'm doing this in the voice. When I take my to-go pack and Kodak, I pop them in the bag of truth, and I also pull out of my bag of truth, or rather, I pull it out from my breastplate of righteousness.
Yep.
I pull out some tracks, Bible man specific tracks, and I place them inside the bowl.
Do you know that Dr. Dotry doesn't attend church service? Is that what the
Well,
situation is?
Thing is, if I know of the houses, I know of the family.
Yep.
But I don't recognize the name Daughtry.
Oh.
So that means he doesn't go to our church.
That's right.
So
Gotta leave him some pamphlets.
that's why I brought him.
I love
Reverse
it.
proselytizing. That's,
Yeah.
that's bold.
That's bold. That's
Well,
impressive.
You gotta make impact in the dark world.
That's right.
Anyways, guys, let's move on to the next house.
The reality of the situation is that any other kid that comes up to get a pack of whatever is just going to also see the pamphlets and assume that Dr. Dotry left them for the kids to take.
Do you go into each pack and slip a track into the pack, or do you just
No, I just leave them in the bowl, just for anyone who's willing to take.
Is it normal for people not to be handing out the candy themselves?
Yeah, it happens sometimes, especially if they're wealthier.
Also, is it normal for it to not be candy?
Yeah, you get some weirdos sometimes. Just be glad that it's not like the candy apple lady or the.
I mean, we still have 2 more houses.
That's true. Or the dude that just hands you like a little pack of Band-Aids or something. Like
I
that's
got
just
a
weird.
rock.
Or a rock. You've had people give you a rock?
You had a rock.
Yeah, I had a rock.
Yeah, man. If someone handed me a rock, I'd throw it right back in their window.
They ran out of candy
why
right
they didn't
before
give
I
you a
got
rock?
there.
You better just not. do
They probably
anything
saw
at
that
all.
look in your eye and give you the rock. They went to the one who's got that dull glazed over look in her eye.
that's just Ella.
I would like to push my luck a little bit. I'm going to reach in and grab a second packet from this bowl.
On the ring
He
door.
shoves the Bible tract out of the way.
Yeah, I just push it out of the way and grab a second.
On the
little
ring
travel bag.
doorbell, it comes like, hey,
There's
you get
ring
one.
doorbells?
There's a ring door. Yeah, it's
You know what? We
They're
put
early
Pitbull in this world. You know
yeah,
what?
Pitbull. If Pitbull exists, Pitbull's from the 2000s. Like,
They're
It is,
early
yeah.
adopters of the
Yeah.
ring technology.
okay, maybe it comes through the real doorbell. Like
Yeah, he just yells out the
it's
door.
got an intercom. Hey, okay, it's a camera and an intercom. No one's mixed them together.
I just look at it and I go,
It's just a pre-programmed sound. Don't worry about it. I put it in the bucket and I walk away.
James, don't make me call your dad.
Why do people know who I am here?
Put it back.
I walk back over to the bucket.
Oh,
and-
don't worry, Mr. Daughtry. He can just have mine.
And I put mine back in for him. So I'm just gonna erase my character.
So you now have 2 packets. He
Yeah.
has 0.
Dang it. I had a great song lyric for that, but it kind of feels wrong to use it. I'll save it for later.
I'll just share Ella's.
Yeah.
We can.
I'll just keep the toothbrush. That's all I want.
I want the camera.
Yeah.
Memories last forever.
I just sigh and I
Cameras.
go,
I chimed in with the haven't you people ever heard of closing the gosh dang door.
he still doesn't swear. He just feels a
His
little off.
door, his door was closed the whole time.
Yeah, but he had to have been looking through it.
It is his house.
You
Are
live
you
here.
just, are you just looking up?
Don't set
All Out
up
Boy
a
lyrics.
bag
He
of
looks
candy.
over. He looks over at the
Not
window and he
to grab
says,
more than one.
"Let's just stop, drop everything, forget each other's names, and just walk away."
I don't know that reference.
That's
Ow.
Chiodos.
Oh, it's Shadows.
You
Sky-
wouldn't know what Chiodos-
Skyler, just curious, how many lyrics do you have written?
I had quite a few ready, and then in any downtime I might have, I'm gonna quick pull up some more.
But James, have
So
you
I've
ever
got a
thought
playlist
what would
ready to
people
go.
think if they knew that I was a Jesus freak?
I haven't thought about that before. No.
Okay. Anyways, Maya or Ella, who's taking the next house?
Oh yeah.
What about you?
I already. Oh, fine. Fine by me. More.
This is your first Halloween.
Yeah.
So-
Take advantage of it.
I'll do it.
So you don't want to take the lead on one? Does Maya in character, is Maya the type to walk up to a house by herself, dressed as a naked Morag?
Probably not.
She's in character.
You got the
so she's
second best.
sidekick.
Maya, you got the second best costume out of all of us. I think it only makes sense that you get a nice, cool, grand entrance.
I mean, I'm more than fine being the lead because, and he pats his chest. He's like, I got plenty of these bad boys to hand out.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because I've got the protection of the breastplate of righteousness.
Yeah, and I've got the helmet of salvation on, so I know what I'm doing.
I just don't.
Yep, that's hard as a rock.
Oh,
He can leave for
crazy.
Ella because Ella would be for sure the only reason she would go up to a house by herself is that she was forgotten by the rest of the group, and she just decides to go on her merry
So
way.
maybe Ella
She needs
turned
to use their
this
phone.
house while everyone else kept going.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Ella just kind of was like, I'm just gonna go over here, and thinking that her best friend and her cousin would come with, but they just veered off into another direction.
We didn't hear her while we were all talking.
She's very forgettable.
I go to Maya. I say, hey, look, I did a house. I think you should do a house. Because if you jump, I will jump too, and we will fall together from the building's ledge.
Is this?
Anytime you
Skyway
see him
Avenue.
looking at the laptop, it's
I'm just trying to
point.
be fair, I know the song. I just want to make sure I get the lyrics just right. Because somebody will comment and they'll be like, yo, dude, it's supposed to be the and not and.
It sounds like he really believes in you, Maya. I think you should do it.
Right. So both of you are gonna walk up to a house. You're gonna have other people with you. You're not.
Yeah,
So Ella, who wants to go first? Ella or Maya?
Where's Maya?
I guess
Maya
me.
can go first.
Yeah.
And again, you have to do the voice, just to be clear.
She's got her finger under her lip.
But you can do.
You
like,
wrote this into your own character, so you can't have anyone else to block.
I
It's
know.
true.
I'm kind of regretting it.
At some point, you get to make the character decision. I'm
Right,
now
person.
taking
I'm
out.
now taking out my teeth.
Anytime.
We'll see how serious it gets. Okay, so walking up to the house, is it going to be a house you have to knock on? Ring the doorbell? What's
Yeah,
the
you're gonna.
sitch?
They have. No, it's a perfectly nice house. You actually recognize it. It's the house of one of the girls you thought you were gonna hang out with tonight.
What?
It's actually the girl who is gonna play Ron's house.
Oh.
Okay, Stacy. We're gonna go with
Stacy.
Stacy's
This was
house.
Stacy.
Stacy's
Uh,
house.
Her mom's got
Stacy-
it going on.
Stacy Wheeler.
Nice.
Guys,
I know that one.
I heard that Stacy has full-size candy bars at her house.
No way.
Yeah. So,
Her mother load.
and since I'm basically like her best friend, they'll probably give me more than one.
Wait, if you're her best friend, why aren't you out trick or treating with her?
Because we're cooler.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Lead the way, Maya. Let's get those candy bars.
Okay, I'll go up, knock on the door, ring the doorbell, whatever the case
Okay.
is.
So, this is where you're gonna have to help me. Let's say Stacy's mom decided to go all in on that joke. What would Stacy's mom be dressed as, but also not like
Cleopatra?
Sexy Cleopatra,
Like-
Foxy Cleopatra from
No, we
like
thought
a
this
gold
is-
member.
From Golden Ember.
Okay.
That fits.
That
Do me a
fits
favor,
perfectly.
for our non-visual audience of this podcast, describe that costume for us.
So Foxy Cleopatra, basically, she's got this giant afro. She's got 70s bell-bottom pants and like essentially like a bikini top, but it's like a matching color to the 70s pants and like those high 70s type heels. Typically, I think she had a gun, like a teeny tiny
Yeah.
gold pistol or something, because she was Gold Member's like right-hand lady.
Yep.
So, Maya, you see your quote-unquote friend's mom, Stacy's mom, that's how you know her, dressed in this costume, wearing high heels and bell bottoms and a matching top and a massive afro. Just a quick reminder, this is a 90s stay-at-home mom who is exceptionally white. So, this might be uncomfortable to the 2020s, but at the moment it's whatever, right? It's just
Say the line.
Trick or treat.
And she like holds out a bucket and she's kind of slurring around. Is that you, Maya?
You wet.
Well, aren't you supposed to be with Stacy tonight?
Well, like my invite got lost in the mail, they said, for the party, so I'm hanging out with my other friends.
So they made you wear the costume and then they didn't tell you where the party is?
Well, like I said, my invite got lost in the mail. It's invitation only.
Okay, honey, you take 2. And she just holds out the candy.
Nice.
So you get 2 full-size candy bars. Everybody else gets 1.
Nice.
The USPS, it's really going downhill.
She does not understand that joke. What?
That wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke. That was just Alex. That was Alex just commenting on the state of local government.
I think, okay, well, then he looks at her a little surprised and disturbed and says, "You could because you can, so you do."
She's going to slap your hand away when you reach your candy. I don't know what you're saying.
No, I meant like,
I don't know what you're saying. That seems kind of mean. So you don't get a candy bar now.
I don't get what the
So,
No one understands me.
what is he? He's kind of rude.
Oh, I'm Bible man. Oh, James.
I
Sorry.
am the crow.
Okay, and she just closes the door.
Wait, well,
You got candy. You got your candy. What kind of candy bars did you grab?
100 grand
Solid choice.
and a Milky Way.
Cool. 2 for 2. You did get a candy bar.
Kit Kat.
Overrated choice.
I'm at another house.
Oh, right. So you get nothing. So it's just you 2.
I slide an egg under her doormat.
I slide a tract into the mailbox.
Oh, I think they're also under.
All right. So that's going to bring us from. So just write down your character. Make sure you're where you
So
have.
I do want to establish I 100% don't notice Ella's gone.
No one does.
Yeah.
Has Ella noticed that everyone else is gone?
No, she just thinks she's leading the charge to the next house.
Okay, Ella.
That's amazing.
Knock on the door. It's your traditional. This is the house that's closest to the end of the cul-de-sac.
So she knocks on the door. Trick or treat.
And you hear shuffling like, oh, I thought they were done. I don't know, just stupid ass kids. Stupid kids. Excuse me, we'll reset that. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll take it
the kids
from
were done. Can you just grab some popsicles and just grab them out of the freezer? Like just give them some popsicles. Just put your clothes on. Come on. So you hear some rustling. You see this guy has a robe on, a little disheveled. What appears to have been clown makeup.
Goodness sakes, that's gonna be terrible.
In like a halfway on wig. So just kind of like sliding off to the side, like just yeah. And he's just holding some of those the popsicles of our childhood. Little cut the end of it and
Oh yeah.
That's how the Joker got his
It's kind of
scars.
funnier that he had to put his stuff all haphazardly together and get popsicles, and it's a single child.
Well, he doesn't know. The door's
I'm just saying, he's gonna open the door and see it's a single child. He's gonna be like, "Are you?"
And then to think that there's gonna be 3 more that'll show up here in a minute.
he just looks at you, just like, seriously, seriously.
What? I'm Miss Frizzle. No, you're not. And my friend here, and I turn around and is like, well, my friends were here. There was one, she's like a naked mole rat. One of them's like a crow. I don't know what it is. And another guy, he's like Larry Boy.
He doesn't. You have actually left this guy speechless. He has no idea what to say.
Are you
He's
okay,
like,
sir?
He just hands you the half box of popsicles. He closes the door and he turns off the light. You've just been left in the dark.
Score.
Score popsicles. She'll just like sit down on the curb and just start munching away at the
You hear from the window, "Go away."
Oh, thank you. And so she'll just turn around, sit on the curb, and just start going at the popsicles.
Are you going to save any from everyone else?
If they get there in time. Otherwise, she'll just munch on them all.
Ella, where did you go?
Where did you go? We were
You're
going
at the
to
house across.
I was at
the
the
house.
I was at this house.
I'm actually going to have you roll a d6 really quick.
D6.
Do they have anything good?
6. You have had 6 popsicles.
Wow, you left me for a while.
Yeah.
No, I mean you just went really aggressive at the popsicles. You have 3.
Brain freeze? Dang.
No, it's just something about it. I can eat popsicles all day. You know, it's really quite interesting, you see, because the grape ones, they don't give you brain freeze as fast. The cherries, those are the ones you gotta watch out for.
Really?
Yeah, it's cherries.
Wow.
I only had one of the cherries.
Ella has popsicles down to a science.
I
That's
made
what
a
I'm
lot of popsicle bridges as a kid, and you just gotta eat all the popsicles in order to build a bridge. There's no other way to get popsicle sticks.
Did you know, Ella, that they sell popsicle sticks without the popsicle?
Do they have the jokes
Why?
on them?
Yeah, do they not? I also like the jokes. I get good chuckles.
Those
out
don't
of
come
the
on the prepackaged sticks.
Oh, see, I enjoy the chuckles that comes with, the popsicle.
What's the
'Cause
best
it's-
popsicle
you
stick
see,
joke you've ever read?
What she reads the one. What do you call a cow with no legs?
What do you call a cow with no legs, Ella?
I don't know. I haven't eaten the popsicle yet.
Oh, well,
I got one. What's black, white, and red all over?
Penguin with a sunburn.
I've heard that one.
That's
yeah.
pretty close. It's a dead penguin.
Oh no!
I don't know. I think it's more like the Bible.
Where's the red come from?
Well, Jesus.
You
when he
read
speaks.
it.
What? What do you mean?
Well, if you ever read
Is it an audiobook?
Did you not read the Bible I gave
What's
you
an
last
audio
summer?
book? It's
It's
2006.
somewhere in my house,
What's
I
an
don't know.
audio book?
Oh, well, you see, in the Bible, it's black and white, except when the
I got
good
to the
Lord...
part about the snake in the tree, and then once he kind of went away, I was like, I don't get it anymore.
Oh my word, you're missing so much cool stuff. You didn't even read about David. David's really cool.
What did he do?
He killed a giant.
Whoa.
He also
Yeah.
sent a man to die.
Okay, we don't need
Whoa, hold on. Tell me more about that side of the story.
We don't need to dwell in all of the Old Testament.
All right, Baptists everywhere.
Well,
Just saying, you gotta tell the whole story.
so wait, hold on. You went up there, and now the guy's light is off.
I don't know. You can go try to see if has more popsicles. I just been eating popsicles. I forgot that you guys were.
I think she
gonna
got
be
the
coming.
last of his stock.
No, you should try. Let's try again.
You hear the soft tones of James Brown playing from the house.
I kind of
I'll
want some
try
more
again.
popsicles.
Let me see what happens. I'll try it.
Yeah.
And I stealth up there, which is really easy with the lights are off.
I'm going to stay back
And
here.
I knock on the door, and then I hide on the side.
Ella's just standing there with an empty box of popsicles.
So you got
She's shaking it upside down, like hoping one falls.
Dude, if you just stood there, like maniacally almost, just holding a box of popsicles, like perfectly parallel to the door or whatever, that would be kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Just a little girl.
You
just-
actually hear some people rustling in there. You still see the James Brown still playing. They just, what the hell? The guy looks like Mary, she's in front of the house. She's back. Todd, what are you?
More popsicles.
Does
I'm
she?
like under the window.
More popsicles. Just place them outside the door.
God, is she wearing a blue shirt or something? Like what? I don't. Where are your parents, honey?
They're at like a party or something. I just want more popsicles. I forgot to save some for my friends that are here now. My Larry boy.
Just to be clear, are
and the
any of you
mole.
actually with her in front of this house?
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
standing on the street.
He's
He's
like-
by the
I'm
house.
under
but-
the window.
I like
of the
turn
house,
around. I point like he's my cousin and she's my best friend. That
And I'm
naked
just
mole
going,
rat.
don't punch him.
And That's it.
Oh, that was remarkably aware.
Yeah.
So the guy's just immediately weirded out. So I'm actually gonna have you roll plus charm. We're gonna see what happens here.
Do I roll both?
Yes, you roll 2d6. You have 0 benefit of.
That's not a 6. That's a 5.
You just hear a soft one's voice like, Todd, just call the police, Todd. I don't know what's going on.
Oh crap, the feds.
So
They just start like Naruto running back to the rest of the group.
We gotta get out of here. He's calling the police.
oh God, there's another one. Are they casing our house?
Sorry for bothering you tonight, sir. We're on our way out.
Who's the first guy?
Todd. Todd is a guy.
No, the first guy in the first house who said, "I'm gonna call your dad."
Oh, Mr. Gunderson.
Yeah, it's Mr. Gunderson.
Yeah.
He's gonna hear about
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
demon children.
We gotta get out of here. Guys, we gotta get out of here.
We gotta get out of here fast. He said police.
So are we on the far end of the cul-de-sac, like deep into the cul-de-sac, or are we
You're-
the very end of it?
Are we by the
You've
monster
got all
house
the way
yet?
deep into it, and there's only one house left.
The monster house.
The monster house. So that gets us to our next set piece. As you navigate from house to house, as you go from place to place, getting some candy, getting some random odds and ends that people left in buckets, getting some travel kits with various things in it, getting and then consuming a bunch of popsicles, of which are all gone now.
Yes.
You feel okay?
But
Ella?
she's saving the sticks
nice.
in case she needs to think of a joke for her friends to notice she's still there.
So 9 popsicle sticks.
Yes.
Okay.
9 popsicle sticks.
Make sure you have that written down if you find a use for them later.
9.
So as you've navigated from house to house, it starts to get chilly, it starts to get windier, and a gust of wind howls through the branches of the trees, carrying with it a faint sound of what appears to be crying. Draws your attention to the last house in this cul-de-sac, which is set a little bit further back down a path. Bathed in the moonlight, you catch sight of a weathered, obviously old for sale sign swaying at the front of it. And this house linked to many urban legends, going as far back as to the infamous anti-Halloween crusader that has been telling everyone to get rid of it. This house has a dark reputation of being haunted. Now, you have to make a decision about whether or not your curiosity will be too great to resist. So what do you guys do? You 4, no more houses. The lights have all turned off.
So the place where we are, we just got heard. I'm gonna call the cops. So we start running away.
Yeah.
And
We gotta hide.
That's what you say?
Yeah. We gotta hide.
Where do we gotta hide? Where do we go?
I don't know. Ooh, that house has a for sale sign. That means nobody lives there.
Old man McKinley's?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not too sure about that. Have you ever heard the rumors about that place?
No, I just moved here. I keep telling you guys that. Nobody listens to me.
Well,
Like a month ago, nobody's told me about this.
well, the stories go.
Pause as I wait to hear the stories from the DM. Or did you want me on the spot to just make up
I'll
stories?
go with it.
Okay.
So this is the McGovern house. I'm gonna make sure we write that down. The McGovern house.
So not
Mick.
It's okay. You're a preteen. You don't remember all the names.
It's true. It's a Mick. I got the Mick right.
It's
always a
to an
Mick.
Irish person. That's gonna be a little offensive.
He's dead. Don't worry.
So, as you go up to it, you don't know much. This is the house that your parents whisper about. This is the house that you've never seen anybody live in. You've never seen any lights on in it. But everyone swears that every Halloween something creepy happens here. That some kids get scared, or some loud noises happen, or just some stereotypical Halloween nonsense. The kind of things that scare children for decades. And this has been happening as long as your parents remember it. It's years in the making. Right? This is all the way back to their generation. So for you guys, forever. Now, as you walk up to it, and I'm assuming you're walking up to it because we decided you're walking up towards the house.
Well, it's more like I like the picture that as as Alex is telling the story, James is just like, yeah, that's interesting, and he keeps inching closer to the place the whole time I'm telling the story.
Just to be clear, as you're hearing these stories, there's a couple things that kind of stick out. You hear flickering lights. That there's flickering lights throughout the windows throughout the night. That there's in a house that has no electricity, hasn't been on for forever, right? So there's lights periodically go off through the windows. You've never seen it, but you've never been to this cul-de-sac. This is the first time you've been there. Mm-hmm. You probably don't know any of these stories because how would your parents know about it? That that the shutters will open and close almost at random, and that at times, if you're there at the if you're the unlucky kids this year, you may be chased by a ghost.
Whoa!
You may see for yourself the terrifying visage of X, right? Of this creature, of the thing. We're for sake of children, we're not getting into like what it is, like other than this is a ghost.
It's a ghost.
scary.
Yeah, it's.
So as your group approaches it, you're struck by it's creepy, right? It is every creepy story you've ever heard. You probably don't hear a whole bunch of creepy stories. It's just
I've heard about this place.
You've heard about this place. What do your parents say about this place?
It's ungodly.
It's a place of the damned. Basically they told me that like they knew I was going to be going to this cul-de-sac, so they just said be careful don't go to this place because of just it's a dangerous place, but they didn't go much into details. They just said
the sin and debauchery.
They just said it's a place where an evil man once lived, but he doesn't live there anymore. But it's not a safe place. That's all they really said.
Okay.
So as we're inching towards the house, I'm like, well, I'll know about this, James. My parents said to stay far away from Old Man McKinley's house. He was a terrible man, they said, and I don't believe in ghosts, but Old Man McKinley, Old Man McKinley. Anyways, McKinley.
Wait, I love that you haven't. No, you're arguing about the name of it.
Anyways, Old Man he was a terrible man, lived a life of sin and deceit, and he died alone, and that was all they told me. But what they didn't tell me, and I can read between the lines, I'm a clever boy, my clever boy is that he probably haunts this place. Now, my parents don't believe in ghosts, but I've heard sounds. And can you guys hear that wailing? Only a ghost can make that sound, right?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the days of Halloween, but...
And it's intermittent. It's like just out in every so often.
Wow. It's either a ghost or someone's in stress and that's trouble.
James puts his hand on Alex's shoulder.
How did he get all the way to the porch?
It's probably just a recording.
Oh, I didn't even think about
spooky Halloween.
Yeah, it's just like a CD player or something.
Oh, so this is part of Halloween?
Yeah.
Is there typically a cool-looking house on the end of a Halloween street?
Actually, yes.
What happens there? Do the kids go up there and get like a special trick or treat?
Okay, hold on. I don't think. Here's the thing: movies, as informative as they are, they're not like real life, so we'll be fine.
I mean, I've only seen like 5 movies, and
I know. I've seen all of the horror movies.
They're all VeggieTales.
Yeah, I know.
That actually makes it even more horror.
But
VeggieTales actually do that?
Yeah, they had movies.
I mean, I knew that part.
They didn't have like a Halloween movie. I don't think.
No, they never did horror stuff.
Okay.
No.
The closest they had was
Frankenstein. That was like God is bigger than the boogeyman.
And Larry Boy had some more like monster stuff.
Yeah.
the rumor weed.
The rumor weed. And then there was the eyebrows, the angry eyebrows, but that was different.
That
It was there, but it was different.
Anyways, my
I
movie.
feel like in character, this is happening.
Yeah. Yeah, those are all the movies I've seen. I just named all 5.
Yeah, none of them have scary houses at the end of the street. But look. Like I said, we can't base reality off of movies as much as I love them.
I'm not scared. I'm
Good.
God's bigger than the boogeyman. So
That's right. All right, cool.
He's bigger than Godzilla
and the monsters on TV.
Wow, you guys both know this song. All
a
right.
great song.
Well,
All right,
there's
so
not
as
a
you
lot
get
to
up
watch
to the
their house.
porch, what are you gonna do? The door is closed.
I'm gonna just straight up because I'm confident that there's a for
Did
sale
you go
sign,
knock
there's
on the
no
door,
reason
Maya?
a person's gonna be here. I'm just gonna grab the knob and see
Just
if
go
it
do
turns.
it.
Okay.
Thank you all for joining us for another episode of our 2024 Halloween season one-shot, continuing our annual tradition of our Hunter's Haven Monster of the Week series. We hope you are enjoying it. If you are, we encourage you to check out some of our other series, such as our Avatar Legends long-term campaign, Benders and Brews, which is set in the world of Avatar The Last Airbender, or our Dungeons & Dragons long-term series, Criminals of Isla Numas. If you're looking for more spooky Halloween fun, you can check out last year's Hunter Haven series, Music Mayhem, which was written and run by Cameron, who's playing our character Alex in this series. Whatever you listen to next, be sure to follow or subscribe to the Session Zero Heroes podcast on your preferred streaming platform. You can find us everywhere from Apple Podcasts to Spotify to YouTube. Following the show ensures you don't miss out on any of our other upcoming series and one-shots. And if you're on a platform that allows you to comment, like, or rate the show, it would mean a lot to us if you'd take the time to leave us that feedback, as it helps us grow and produce better content. Another way to keep up with what we're doing is to follow us on social media, whether that be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Discord, or all of the above. It's a great way to keep up on our upcoming episodes as well as other fun news and content from us. We appreciate you taking a listen. Don't forget, this series will be releasing a new episode weekly until the last one, which will air on Halloween. So be sure to swing back to get the exciting conclusion to this Hunter's Haven series. See you next time.